We are recording.
Can I just ask a favour, please?
Yes.
Can I just stay off the shandies this week, please? Because last week you should have seen.
They knocked you around a bit.
I was gone for 2 days. It takes me 2 days to recover.
I know. But that's probably a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't want to drink it ever again some days.
Yeah.
You know when you're feeling your absolute best, right?
Yeah.
You've been working out. Back in the old days, the biceps and the body was just glistening. You couldn't wait for Friday night just to go out and torch yourself on the gas. It's just a joke.
You'd be right the next day, no problem.
That's right.
Yeah,
These days, no.
I remember running into a bloke. I was 16 and this guy was a known drug dealer, drug user.
Right.
And he was on everything. If he wasn't on it, it wasn't worth being on.
Right.
That's the sort of guy.
Okay.
And I remember him sitting down and he knew I played sport. And I'd just been asked to go to Melbourne and he said, son, the best thing you'll ever have in life is fitness.
Yes.
Don't lose it.
That's it.
And I thought, I wouldn't mind having a beer. I'm 16. But I've never forgotten it because he was right. Because he was actually a pretty good sportsman, this bloke too, but he went down the wrong path.
Yeah.
And his life was ruined, and you can never get that back. Once you're on that stuff, it's really hard to come back.
That's right. No, you got to be careful.
So
when did you tip over the edge? What age?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you're probably not like me. You probably wake up the next day after 10
I
feeling
don't.
okay.
I probably had 2 hangovers in my life.
That is just unbelievable.
Yeah, I remember.
It's a joke.
Remember when we were in Dallas when you got a bit crook?
Yeah, a bit crook.
You remember?
A bit crook.
Remember that night? I was perfect the next morning. I just had to tiptoe around the bathroom. Oh, you were crook. You were crook.
I threw up in the bathroom. Well, it's fair to say I missed the bathroom. I missed the toilet.
I reckon you deliberately missed the toilet because there wasn't a drop in the toilet.
I didn't make it.
There was not a drop in the toilet.
I didn't make it to the toilet, but I was green, like literally green for 3 days.
Yeah, you were crook.
3 days.
Yeah.
He's as good as gold. As good as gold the next day.
My God.
I couldn't wait for his next beer.
I did have one hangover in Palmetto when we played Palmetto. I was pretty seedy that day.
That day you threw up on the course.
Yep.
And then you were fine.
Yeah.
And then he was fine.
No, get it out and go again.
Then he was fine.
Throw it up on a golf course.
Hey, you had some homework last week. Well, not really, but I'm putting it on you.
Oh, Eddie Charlton, the slogan?
Yeah, you're going to...
His new cues.
New pool cues.
The Charlton pool cues. All right,
Have you come up with anything?
I came up with 3.
Oh, good.
Ooh, okay.
And I think the first 2 are a bit iffy, but I think the last one might work.
Righto.
All right?
Because this is going to put snooker back on the map.
Well, it's also going to... It's a bit like the Beatles song.
Yeah.
It's going to bring Eddie back to life.
That's right.
It's going to start putting some more money into the family trust.
I feel, just before you go, I feel like, when we were younger...
Yeah.
If you could play pool, you were a king in any pub.
Oh, yeah.
A king. I don't think that's the case anymore.
No, it's you kind of looked upon a bloke who's not working hard enough and got too much spare time and grow up.
That's right. And back in the day, in this country at least, pool halls, you weren't playing 8-ball. It was snooker.
Snooker.
So I want you to come up with 3 slogans that puts snooker back on the map.
Well, so it's we'll start it off as Charlton pool cues, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
What could happen here, he could reverse engineer this too. He might hear these slogans and go, do you know what? There's a business idea.
Eddie's dead, I hate to tell you.
So his family trusts you. So, Eddie, if he does come back...
Okay, well, sorry I don't know Eddie Charlton.
Well, if he does come back, it'll be a great story.
No, well, AI.
Like the Beatles.
Just like the Beatles.
That's what I was talking about.
Well, Ringo just played a good riff. All right. So Charlton pool cues, snooker the opposition.
It's okay. It's all right.
All right. Charlton pool cues, the tip of the iceberg, you'll never be under pressure.
It's too long.
All right.
Charlton, you'll never, because you're tip of the iceberg, you'll never freeze under pressure.
Even better. Well done. You'll never freeze under pressure.
Right. Oh, you don't like that one?
No, I do.
Okay.
I didn't like my one. You've just
What's this one?
This is the last one. Charlton pool cues. This will make your balls drop.
Oh,
yes. That's more like it.
Here we go.
Yes. That's so good. Hey, I know we both loved pool back in the day. We both loved a bit of snooker as well. You would have loved remember the movie The Colour of Money?
Oh, Tom, Tom and
Cruise
Paul.
was Vince. Remember, he just had that stupid black shirt that he used to wear.
Yeah.
Vince, when he was a toy salesperson.
Was that the first movie that really put him on the map? Or was it Risky Business before
No,
that?
Risky Business
Risky
did it
Business,
for Tom.
yeah.
But you know that movie, do you know it was actually a sequel, The Colour of Money?
Really?
Yeah, because Fast Eddie Felson, who was Paul Newman's character, that character was when he was, must have been, I don't know what date the movie came out, but The Hustler.
Oh.
Because Fast Eddie Felson played Minnesota Fats in the big match, and they were playing, I think they were playing pool back in those days, or 9-ball or whatever it was in America. And, of course, Minnesota Fats was too smart for Fast Eddie Felson. And halfway through the night when they were playing out, God knows how many racks of pool they were playing, Minnesota Fats took a break, went and had a shower, came back clean as a whistle, fresh.
Yep.
Let's play some pool, Eddie. And then just took him to the cleaners.
So good.
And that's what happened. Then Fast Eddie, that's, in that movie, The Colour of Money, then he was the minder and knew where to go. I mean, that was one of the greatest sports movies of all time that doesn't get enough credit, I reckon, in today's world.
I reckon it's a touch old to be with the newer kids, but it's a great sports movie. It's one of the...
What's your favourite ever?
Oh,
I've got stacks.
So I love Seabiscuit.
Yes.
I did love Seabiscuit.
I liked it too.
I love Seabiscuit.
How'd you pluck Seabiscuit?
I don't know.
from?
I really like
was a good movie,
Seabiscuit.
though.
Of all the movies, that's the one you go for.
Yeah, well, I don't know, but I like Seabiscuit.
The first one I ever really loved was Rocky, but the next one, Rocky's just, that's a throwaway line almost, Rocky.
Yeah.
The Natural, the baseball.
Paul Newman.
Paul Newman again in the baseball movie.
Why did she shoot him in the train?
I don't know.
I'm still pissed off about that.
But, he was a pitcher at the start, and he comes back as a hitter.
And then he threw one.
Yeah.
Remember, he threw one.
Yeah.
And he starts bleeding. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't want to give away the punchline. But
I don't know. It was made in 1984.
Yeah,
don't worry.
don't wanna
What
give
about
away.
his bat? Can you remember what the bat was called?
yeah,
Wonder Boy.
Wonder Boy.
Wonder Boy.
I was going to say Nimbus 2000 then.
And he made the bat when the lightning bolt came and killed his dad.
Yep.
Or I don't know whether it killed his dad or not. But his dad died maybe of a heart attack.
Yep.
Lightning bolt that night. He made a bat out of the tree.
I haven't seen that one. It sounds like I should.
You haven't seen The Natural?
No, I
What?
haven't. No, I haven't.
Oh my God!
Goodness me. Draft day.
Oh, so good.
Now,
Did you cry in draft day?
well, because of Vontae Mack.
That's right.
Yeah.
He had. I don't want to give it away either, but to have it there on the, he was so good, like so good.
Yeah.
And the girl who played, was it Jennifer Garner?
Yep. Kevin Costner's wife.
Yeah.
No, the assistant. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
assistant who then became his partner, and she was pregnant. And she was so. It was just a good movie. It was a very Vontae Mack. And when Vontae goes number one, don't want to give it away again.
Yeah.
Enormous.
But when Vontae goes number one, I cried. Like I did cry. Like it was so cool.
The thing about that too, on IMDb, that movie doesn't have a great rating, but
Doesn't it?
No, it's like 6.5.
Draft day doesn't have a good rating.
I reckon it's 6.5 or something. But
Who's
it's a
IMBD?
What sort of an egghead would give it 6.5?
I tell you, I
Who are
reckon
those idiots?
I reckon it's 9.5. 9.5.
That's a disgrace.
It's a great movie.
Can we look up some of these bonehead? I mean, I'll give you another one then. What about? We spoke about him last week because he was good looking.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt in Moneyball.
Oh,
Amazing.
Moneyball.
great movie.
That's gone past the prison movie.
Shawshank.
Shawshank, yeah.
I've got Moneyball, my number one all-time ever movie, Shawshank 2.
I love in Moneyball where he tells the young kid to go and sack the bloke.
Yeah.
And, just said, you're off to Philly. Here's your thing, blah, 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 blah. Gone straight away.
Yeah.
And he's kind of it was just how brutal American sports are.
Yeah, I love the saying that when he's going up and he's just changed baseball because he's used the Moneyball system, and the Oakland A's have just missed out getting to the Super Bowl. They didn't win the last game of the season, and the bloke from the Red Sox goes, the first guy through the wall always gets a bit bloody. And then he goes on to say, but if anyone's not using what you did, they're gone. They're history. I just love the way that guy thought.
Why didn't he go?
He would have been the highest all-time paid sports manager in history, and he didn't go.
Plus, they would have won.
Is Billy Bean still at the Oakland A's?
Don't know where Billy Bean is.
Imagine if he is.
But he also would have won a world champ.
Yeah, that's right.
Would have won the World Series.
What about Any Given Sunday?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Very good. Very, very good movie.
Yeah, that speech. The speech he made.
Yeah.
Game of Inches.
That you're going to get all those inches. Who was the Such Is Life? I'm forgetting
Ben
his
Cousins.
name. Cousins can recite that. One of the things he used to do when he was, relaxed was recite the whole speech.
Really?
Yeah. Is there any sports movie that you can recite word for word? Like Caddyshack, I can almost.
Adrian!
Caddyshack, I'm almost. Once I get going, you can do it forever.
Did you like Tin Cup?
I love Tin Cup until he hit 15 balls into the water and then holds it for like a 14 or something. It was too much.
Take your medicine,
It
pal.
was too much.
Take your medicine.
Mate, he should have been a bit like Rocky. He should have just gone the distance and come second.
Yep.
That would have been a perfect finish.
Yep.
But, the whole of 3 wood for 15 or whatever it was, too much.
I do like Talladega Nights too.
Oh, so many.
Yeah.
I'm on fire. He's rolling.
Shake a bake.
What about when he's saying
What have
grace and he thanks the Lord for his smoking hot wife?
What is it? What is it? He says if you don't win, what is it? What's his motto? He's lived for his whole life. Winning. If you're not winning, second or.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, it's the most famous part of the movie. I can never bloody remember.
I watched it. It's funny. I watched it just the other night. The French guy, the guy. What's his famous character? He ends up playing the French dude and the kiss at the end. It's just too much. It's too much.
It's a very funny movie.
Do movies like Dodgeball and Blades of Glory count as sports movies?
Blades of Glory does. Blades of Glory is brilliant.
If you can dream it, you can do it.
What about when he's holding him up doing the twirl? They're holding him up by his nuts.
That's such a funny movie. Oh,
What about Rudy? Now, Rudy, not enough people have watched Rudy.
Yeah,
Not enough people.
I've never heard of it. What is it?
It's about, do you call it Notre or Notre Dame?
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. It's about Notre Dame and a kid who struggles to get on the side, but he's on the list. And anyway, he goes through the process of the season, and it's the story of, he's a little kid. And
He's not quite right.
He's not quite right, but he makes it.
But he tries hard, and he's the best trainer, and he makes it hard for the team, and he just turns up every training. And the team got together and just wanted it to get him one play.
Is it a true story?
Yeah,
based on a true story. So the whole team, it's the last play of the year, it's his last year at the college, and the whole team says put him in. So he gets his one cap for Notre Dame, and he makes the tackle, and he gets a stat.
Oh, nice.
And it's just so good. And the whole, what about the Rudy.
Nice.
It's so good.
Oh, Blindside.
Oh,
It's sensational.
Yeah, really good.
I don't like Sandra Bullock.
She's my fave.
What?
What?
I love
What are you
Sandra
talking
Bullock.
about?
I love
She's
Sandra.
your favourite,
Oh, she's one of my favourites.
but that's the best movie she's ever done.
What don't you like about Sandra Bullock?
I don't know, there's something just off. There's something off about it. She's just too much.
Oh,
She's just puts too much mayo on every role she's ever done.
probably why I like her.
But that role, being the
she's-
Southern woman, requires a lot of mayo.
Yeah.
Because that's actually how they are. And she's brilliant in that. Did she win an Oscar for that?
Well, she should have.
She should have.
Yeah, I think she did.
She should have.
Have you ever heard the movie Ferrell Takes the Field?
No.
No.
So it's not super well known, but it's Will Ferrell, clearly.
Yeah.
But basically what he does is he plays for a different Major League Baseball team for one game, and they trade him to the next team after each game. So he goes around the whole country, but he does it with the real teams. It's very funny.
I'll give you a blast from the past. The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't really watch it.
You haven't watched it?
No, I have, but
that's right up your alley.
I've watched it, but I haven't seen it for a long time. Oh, hang on. I've forgotten about my best movie,
What's your best movie?
Warrior.
Oh, who's in that? That's
Joel Edgerton
yes.
and
and their brothers. They end up.
and their brothers, and they're fighting in the MMA.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That is a belter.
That could be my number one. And I cry when she gets the text message from him saying that he's won when he won his first bout because they broke.
Yeah.
And he's going to go in and fight. He's got to go and wrestle. And his brother's been at war. His brother's a war hero, but he's about to be charged.
Yeah.
And they end up, and the old man's the coach.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah. What about Slapshot?
Oh, Slapshot's a ripper.
Slapshot's one of the greatest ever movies.
What are
Paul
their names?
Newman again.
What are their names?
The Hanson twins. But there's three of them.
There's three of them. Ice hockey movie.
Oh, it's so good.
And they're three dorky kids, and they just punch the crap out of everyone.
Bash.
Oh, hang on. Ice hockey movie.
Yeah.
Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
I never got into the Mighty Ducks.
Didn't mind.
You guys are on
Mighty Ducks
drugs.
2.
Never got into it.
I went to Anaheim to watch the Mighty Ducks play on the back of that movie.
Oh, really?
Did you?
Yeah.
What about Bull Durham?
Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
yes.
That was a ripper. What was her
Yes.
name? Sandra?
No.
It'll come to me. Tim Robbins was in it as Nuke LaLoosh.
Not Gina Davis.
Susan Sarandon.
Susan.
Got it. She was Annie.
Yep.
So good.
Great movie.
Oh, we're about to be missing a heap of really good ones. We have to get people to give us some suggestions.
Yeah.
Just your best sports movies, yeah.
Greatest ever sports movie. Did you ever watch The Bad News Bears?
Yep.
I love that movie. John McEnroe's first wife was in it. What was
Really?
her name? Yeah. Tatum O'Neal was in Bad News Bears. And I think that was my first crush. Tatum O'Neal was my first crush, courtesy of Bad News Bears. Can you believe that?
You know my first crush?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't.
I've never told you this.
No. Who's your first crush?
Blue Lagoon?
Oh!
Brooke Shields.
Brooke Shields, yeah.
How about the eyebrows on Brooke back in those
Beautiful
days?
eyebrows.
They were the thickest eyebrows in the history of women.
And I wanted to be on
too?
that desert island and just, yeah.
I don't think that movie hasn't aged well, though, because when she filmed that, she was very young, as was the bloke, too.
She was only 16 years old
She
or
was
something.
16, yeah.
Yeah, I think she's come out and actually been quite critical of it.
Yeah, I know she has.
Your first crush? I'm dying to know your first crush.
Mine, I reckon it was Molly Ringwald.
What? In Sweet 16? Got
Pretty-
candles?
Pretty
or
in Pink.
what? Pretty in Pink.
Really? Okay.
Rightio.
When you said Molly, I was thinking of a country practice. I was thinking of Molly of a country practice.
Is that 'cause she had-
Heard fatso.
Is that because she has red hair? Like you?
No, I liked it when I was young. I was
This might be a stupid question, and there's no stupid question.
I almost guarantee it's got to be a stupid question.
You have two redhead parents, are the chances greater of having an albino child?
What? An albino child?
Yes.
I reckon that is a very good question.
Yes.
That's a ridiculous question.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I'll find out. Hey, Siri, if two red...
Jesus, I can't even believe we're going to...
No, we've got to do
We're
this.
going to do it.
We're going to do it.
Hey, Siri, if two red-headed people had a baby, would it have a greater chance of being albino?
Oh, God, this is embarrassing.
Hang on, we've got an answer.
What's redheads got to do with albinos?
Because, well, you
Pale?
know,
Oh, we've got no soul, I know that.
no, because it's about the pigmentation.
I found the answer. Siri doesn't lie. There is a huge chance that child will be an albino.
That is ridiculous.
More chance than any other coupling.
Combination, yeah.
Yeah, more chance than any other coupling.
Right, okay.
Redheads are part of the albino community as well, but ocular albinism also occurs.
Well done. Siri knows everything.
Yep.
She's unbelievable.
Now, did you hear the phone beat before? That means we've got a voicemail coming.
Oh, here we go.
Shall we have a listen?
Yeah, let's go.
You have one new voicemail. New message.
G'day, Marko, Oxen, third man. Nimmer from Lilydale here. Bit of silly selfishness that's on my radar at the moment is body odour. Little bloke's going through puberty, so I'm all over it. But when you walk through the shops and somebody walks past you on the pong, honestly, it's just disrespectful. Surely they can smell themselves and get on top of it. Anyway, that's my rant. Take care.
Mate, I love that bloke.
Nimmer.
That is absolutely one of the top 3 civil selfish things you can do on this planet is stink. It's disgusting, Ox. You don't care, do you?
I
Look at
do
him.
care, and we work with a bloke that had the worst body odour for 5 years.
I told him. I had to tell him.
Yeah. I gave him a Christmas present every year, the same Christmas present,
Deodorant.
deodorant and soap.
He did.
Now the problem is,
Hey, by the way, that kid is now one of the best reporters you've ever seen on the ABC. He's gone from being the producer of My Little Golf Show, then to moving on to producing at SEN. Now he's one of the best at ABC.
You may well have just defamed this poor bloke.
No, I haven't. No way.
No, you won't
we've
know who he
lifted
is.
him, mate.
You won't know who he is.
We've lifted him to new heights.
Yeah, he's one of the best smelling dudes in Melbourne right
yeah,
now.
He smells golden these days.
I played golf. I played golf with a guy,
yeah.
and he hadn't tubbed up for a long time, and he was known as a non-tubber.
A non-tubber.
What's tubbing? What's that?
Having a bath.
Any kind of shower or bath.
Wash. So he'd wash once every 4 days or something like that, and he stunk. Stunk. But one of the great blokes. And I said to my playing partner, I can't play golf with him ever again until he tubs up.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. But he's great, mate. Hasn't got the balls to tell him that he stinks.
Well, that's not a good mate. I can't be friends with that bloke. If you've got a great mate and that mate knows that other bloke stinks is the non-tubber, then I've got a problem with that bloke.
Yeah. So what you got to do is you got to have a couple of beers and just say, hey, Tubby, you need to shower up, bud.
Yeah.
Because seriously, you're letting people down. You're letting yourself down, your wife down, everybody down.
Yeah. Do you know how I did it with our little boy, our mate? And this is the best way. If anybody out there, you got to say it this way because it makes you look not like the guy who's doing it. You say, "Hey, listen, mate, can I have a few words just in private?" And you get them over in private. They go, "Hey, listen, I don't know how to tell you this, but everyone in the office is talking about that you're not smelling so good." And I just wanted to tell you because I don't want it to go any further. Because there's nothing in there coming. If you're saying, hey, you don't stink, then you look like the bad guy.
So you reckon the best thing to do is lie to him?
Correct.
Yes.
So this is one of the great things to do.
So this is a civil selfishness time to lie.
That's right.
This is a time to lie.
Because I lie all the time, Dan.
That is the worst approach, what you've just outlined.
No, it's not.
No way, it's the best approach.
No, it's not. Because you don't look like the guy who's saying that you stink.
Because it's half true as well, because the office were talking about it. But he just said...
Hey, mate, I just want to tell you, people are talking about the way you're smelling at the moment.
Which is true. And
I don't want to see that happen because I really like you. I can't, and I'm cringing when they're talking about you. It's a beautiful lie.
You know what this feels like? This feels to me like you're more worried about how you're going to come across than what this guy's going to feel.
That's exacally right.
Well, how would you?
You're spot on.
How would you tell Mark if he stunk?
I would tell him, and I'd own it because this poor bastard is. You've got two choices here, right? Either you can say, "Hey, I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but I have, and I just wanted to mention it to you." That means one person to him has noticed, or your path, which is the whole office is talking about it. He'll be embarrassed.
That's right.
That's right. Stinky.
You got to embarrass them into changing.
That's right, stinky boy.
If it was just you telling me that I stunk, I don't care about you.
Oh.
I don't care about you one bit.
God.
In fact, I'm going to stink more if it's just you. But if it's the whole office.
If it's Lucy, who he's keen on, and he's talking about it.
And you've been good enough to give me the heads up, then I'm going to thank you. I'm going to thank you.
So you're a king.
Like this young man did. He thanked me, said, Mark, thank you so much.
And he's gone on to glory, hasn't he?
And now he has moved on. And it was all because I was brave enough to tell him a small lie.
Yeah, well, you are a hero. You are a hero.
But body odour is horrible.
Yeah.
Nothing worse.
Horrible if people don't get it right.
How do people get it so wrong?
I don't know
the
how,
ones that stink.
I don't know how wives and girlfriends stay with stinky blokes.
I don't get it.
And Vicky Verka.
Or mums. If you're a mum out there and you've got a young one who stinks, you've got to just go out and buy deodorant and just say, hey, listen, I've been washing your clothes. You're a bit woofy these days. Here's some deodorant. Start using it.
My boy's the opposite. My boy puts that much deodorant on, like, honestly.
Oh, there's a balance. You can't go too far.
Oh, he's ridiculous. He's so paranoid about sweating.
Yeah, do you know why? APS. The whole private school system, mate.
I knew I shouldn't have sent him to private school. I knew this was going to backfire.
Because there's a thing. Like my boy, who is 14 and goes to an all-boys school, is now wearing cologne to school.
Oh, hang on.
CK1, Trish went and got him.
No.
Yes.
Why?
CK1?
Because they all got to smell good for some stupid reason. It's not good enough just to stop your deodorant, stop your body odour. They all want to rise above being ordinary.
Things have changed.
Yeah, things have changed.
Guys, we need to get to a break, but we do have a caller who wants to have a chat to you, Ox.
Ooh. Yes, this is good.
Particularly keen to chat to you.
Why?
And, well, I don't know. We'll find out from her.
Okay. From her?
Oh,
here we go.
Hello. Now the eyes have lit up. And we've got a lot of feedback to get through as well, so we'll do that shortly.
Is she, now, do you think she's twinkling? this person, this next caller.
If you tell me she's from Sunbury, I'm going to start to get very nervous.
She's
I'm going to get very, very nervous. If
she's already twinkling before we speak to her.
Well, I don't know if she's twinkling, but I do know that she is from Sunbury. You're having a couple of beers with a couple of blokes. This is Ox and Marko. We'd love you to subscribe and rate us when you get a chance. Should we call Sonia?
Twinkling Sonia.
Hello.
Sonia, it's Ox and Marko from a couple of blokes and a couple of beers.
Oh, how you going?
Oh, hello, Sonia.
Hello. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Thanks for getting in touch with us. Where are you in Sunbury, eh?
Well, I was. I grew up in Sunbury, but I live in Riddles Creek now.
Oh, Riddle, great part of the world.
Yeah, I like Riddle.
All right.
It's Riddles lovely, except the geese.
Yeah, when you come into town, yeah.
Geese?
Yeah, they've got,
Yes.
you've got geese coming over the
horrific.
road as you come in.
Where's Riddles Creek?
It's about,
10 minutes from Sunbury.
about 15 Ks, 20 Ks from Sunbury.
Okay.
Heading north.
But you got out of Sunbury, Sonia. That's the main thing. Well done.
Yes, well, I work here on a Friday and a Wednesday, so there you go. Oh, yeah, well, I'm still got some attachment to it. So,
It's a great place.
yeah.
And we believe you had a few words to say to David.
I'm a bit nervous here, Sonia.
Why are you nervous? Nothing happened.
Oh, cool. Well, I wasn't sure. They were cloudy days a couple of
Well, no, it's all good.
Oh.
No, we're at the Sportsman's Day for the Riddle Football
okay.
Club.
That was a good day with Duck and
Yes, it was.
and
Yeah.
Big
Yes. Yourself?
Yeah, I was there, and Big Tommy from
Yeah, it's a great
Richmond.
day.
I've forgotten his name.
Tommy Lynch.
Tommy Lynch from Richmond. He was-
Both getting very forgetful.
yeah, and BT hosted the night. It was a good night.
BT,
Oh,
hey,
yes,
by the
yes,
way,
that's good.
BT's a great host.
Very
He's a
good.
He
fabulous
is. Well, he
host.
does a lot of stuff for Riddle, for the footy club.
His young
so-
fella played there, didn't he, Sonia?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can I just jump in here, Marko? Are you sensing some tension in the air between Sonia and Ox?
Not
I
at
am.
all.
There's Ox
Tension?
Ox is blushing.
No, good tension, Sonia.
Yeah.
Good, like Ox is blushing a little. There's something.
He is.
Come on.
Is it?
Is there history we should know
I don't
about
know
here?
why.
You're kind of looking the other way.
No.
You know,
No.
you're not looking at us anymore.
I used to work with his mum up the hill.
Oh, Mary.
Oh, with Mares, did you?
Yeah.
There was
So
about
that's how long-
so Mary was.
I was only a young girl.
Well, I think Mary was Meg back then, and because there was 7 Marys that worked up there.
Oh, yeah.
One was
and
Mary.
half the residents were named Mary as well.
That's right. So they had them named Mary. Mary was there was a Marg, there was a Meg, there was a Mary. I think Mary Rush might have been Mary. So yeah, they had
So
to,
she went with Meg.
so Mum got named Meg. Yep.
Yeah.
What sort of a circus
You
is
can't,
that?
you can't have 7 Marys running around. Mary.
God.
Yeah, there you go.
So, Sonia, a question for you. You love the fact that Ox is from Sunbury, just like you. Can you give us, for people like Marko and I who haven't spent a lot of time there, can you give us the tourism sell for Sunbury? What's great about Sunbury? What do we need to know?
I have to say it was a great town to grow up in. We got up to a lot when we were younger. We used to have the Gimme Shelter and to get to and have a little party in there, which is the little bus. I don't know what it was. It was just a little barbecue area near the footy club, and we used to always have little parties in there. And then also, you can't forget the blue light discos. You know, they were always a crack up.
Righto.
And you can play sport. There's plenty of sport to do.
Yes. Well, my best friend lived opposite the football oval and was Clark Oval, so
Yeah.
so her brothers played there, and their dad did a lot for the Sunbury Footy Club.
Did you ever go across and see a young David Schwartz play footy? Are you of that vintage?
I probably did. He probably was playing, but I wouldn't have known. So,
Are you a
wouldn't
Melbourne
have a clue.
supporter? Son?
Carlton.
Oh, geez.
I'm a bagger.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
thanks
know.
for not going to say it.
Yeah, righto.
Well, you've done well. You've done well. You've got your premiership.
And condescending too. Oh, you did okay.
All right.
No, I love footy. I love watching footy.
Are you single, Sonia, or are you married?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Single and available? Single and
probably,
ready
yes.
to mingle?
Marko.
Oh, gosh, I was waiting for that comment.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, we've got your number.
Oh, are you trying to set up a blind date, are you,
Well, I
Marko?
think we should. I think it's the least you can do.
Oh, goodness me.
I don't. This is not Tinder here. This is a podcast. I don't think we should put that on Sonia.
Do you know I was wanted to start a Tinder podcast? I thought it'd be great.
What? What?
great idea.
You know,
What the hell?
I thought, and you know how you've come up, David, with all your ideas. Well, that was one of my ideas to start a
I
Tinder
like it.
podcast.
Tinder
to get
podcast.
reviews.
Tindercast.
Yes, get people's reviews and, you know, get a bit of understanding what people are looking for and all that sort of
I
thing.
think
Which is the
that'll
good
work.
one? Which is the good one? Swipe left or swipe right? 'Cause you just
Swipe right.
Swipe,
Swipe right.
Swipe right.
If you're any
Podcast.
good.
Oh, yeah. Swipe right if you're any good. That's the name of the podcast.
Yeah.
Swipe right.
See?
If you're any good. I love it.
Ox, if Sonia started up her Tinder podcast,
I'd come on there for sure.
what would the slogan be?
Gee,
No, swipe right if you're any good. That's the.
Yeah,
It's so simple.
I need a bit of time on that one. I'm blushing here, Dan. I'm blushing here. We're getting numbers.
No need to blush.
All right,
Sonia.
well, thanks for calling and appreciate you. And
Well, you called me.
No, well, yeah, thank you for sending it in. Thank you for sending us your details. Marko will be stalking you from here on.
I honestly, I enjoy your podcast. You know, you just, you know, because you're both sort of around my era. You know, I love your humour and your banter, and I do get a good laugh out of it. So
good on you,
keep it
Sonia.
up.
Thanks,
Doing
son.
great.
Talk soon.
See ya. Bye.
God, you haven't blushed for how long? Look at you.
I'm sweating.
you are sweating.
Look at this, I'm sweating.
Look.
Sonia sounded lovely.
Oh, what a star.
Yeah.
That's great. That's actually great. We've got a female audience, to tell you the truth.
She works with Mum.
Yeah.
So
With Meg.
With Meg.
With Megsy.
She's got business ideas.
she's single.
I mean, there could be. This could be something special.
By the way,
Oh, let's take a break.
By the way, a Tinder podcast. If it was done correctly and it was, you know, the best stories of the dates, you know, like you followed up,
But I
you
reckon
had a
you-
Tinder date and it was a disaster, and you
But
came
you
on
need someone on the show that actually is immersed in Tinder. That you need someone who knows the ins and outs,
yeah,
the do's
yeah.
and don'ts.
Yeah, but
Can we get your cousin Nick on?
Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
at least you have a 50 champion of Tinder.
Tinder really is a first world problem, though. So, like, it's kind of a. It's not really. It's not great.
No, Tinder is actually talking about first world problems. And thank you for the segue there. I am sick and tired of these straws that are made of cardboard.
Oh, they're disgusting.
Can there not be Mr. Bamboo Boy that comes out with a bamboo straw that is biodegradable? In fact, there's my business idea. I'm going to come up with a straw that is biodegradable, that doesn't fold, that doesn't melt after being in a drink for 10 minutes.
Is bamboo good enough? I mean, the only reason we're doing it is because birds try and eat it or something, and they end up dying in the. But won't they do the same thing with a bamboo straw?
No, bamboo biodegradable. Bamboo. It's
yeah.
plant based.
But I don't think anything. Whatever you do, how about we all just put our plastic straw in the bin? I mean, that's a good start.
No, but we're okay. But it's Australia's good. But it's the other countries we've got to worry about.
No,
Those
the others-
knuckleheads. Those knuckleheads in Asia. Those knuckleheads in
South America.
South American knuckleheads.
Yeah.
Well, hang on,
Canadian idiots.
But why do you even need a straw? Just drink it out of the cup.
Oh, really?
Dan, when you're walking around and you can have spillage, the lid and the straw is very handy.
First world problem.
What sort of a person would walk around with an open cup somewhere
Or-
when you can have a straw?
You could have a straw around your neck, so you've always got it there.
The necklace straw.
The neck straw.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Neck straw.
You
Hey.
sell 1 million of them.
That's right. Hey, don't worry about a thing. Look what I got.
Next
There
straw.
it is.
It's like when you go in the office and you got your key card and you got it around your neck. So say, hey, don't worry about that. I've got a straw. I'm not spilling a drop.
So what's your business idea? Bamboo straws.
No, biodegradable straws that
That is tough.
are tough, that last more than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But as soon as something that will just disintegrate after a time, but not whilst you're having a drink. Not difficult. We can put a bloke on the moon.
Yeah.
Seriously, we've got AI chips that can put songs together like the Beatles from 50 years ago.
Yep.
We're doing stuff that we never thought possible. We can come up with a straw, please.
You know, when you go to the supermarket, right, and you don't have a bag,
Yeah.
and the 10-cent charge is like there to say you won't buy a bag and you'll bring your own. What a joke. It's 10 cents.
I got 600
I'm buying
bags
a
at home.
bag.
I got 600 bags at home.
Every time. I never go into the supermarket with a bag.
No.
And I just get a bag.
I'll buy a bag.
Do you know why? Because it's 10 cents.
If it was
It's a
$10,
joke.
it was $10.
Yeah,
no problem.
I'd bring a bag.
No problem. $10 a bag. Do you want a bag, sir? $10.
No, I don't. I'll go into the car and I'll get my bag. I forgot it. But for 10 cents,
No way.
it's just the stupidest thing I've ever
Oh,
seen.
hang on. There's 20 cents on the ground. I go, I'll get 2. That's what I'll do.
Hey, boys, you want some feedback?
Yes, please.
As long as it's
wow.
good. As long as it's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. There's some good stuff this week. So cardigans come up on this show reasonably often.
yeah.
Cardigans. And you're a bit of a fan of a cardigan, Mark Allen.
I've actually just ordered a couple.
Oh, what colours? Burnt orange?
Navy blue. No, navy blue and black.
No, they should go well with Trisha's hair. Are they for you or?
They are for me.
Okay.
Golf. Yeah, I'm
Really?
going to get you one too.
Oh, they'll look good at Kingston Heath.
So Jason,
Right beside Dan Andrews.
Jason has said, hey, back when I was in my mid-20s, I was trying to be grown up and I bought a light grey cardigan and I wore it on my first date.
Nice.
Thankfully, I got a second date. Fast forward 10 years, been married for 7 years, but the cardigan was donated sometime in the first 3 months.
There you go.
What? She grabbed it and threw
No,
it away?
she felt
Did you go
sorry
around?
for him. She felt sorry for him. She thought
Poor little cardigan boy.
She thought, hang on, this kid needs a straw.
Wives are good at throwing out clothes that they don't like. My
Oh,
wife
yeah.
threw my favourite T-shirt out the other day because it had one hole in it. One hole.
Mine threw out my whole golfing outfit, every piece of golfing clothing I had.
It was too loud.
Too loud.
Yeah, the loudmouth stuff. Yeah, I get it.
What?
Yeah, it was too much.
Serious?
I didn't know what to say to you.
Really?
She did you a favour.
You know what you should have said? No, not me, but
Not
everyone
me.
in the office is talking about
Everyone
your
on the golf course thinks you're a
Everyone's
flog.
talking.
That's what she should have done.
In the code of silence, Socks, you have recently admitted to liking candles.
Yes.
Stuart. Now, we had Stuart on the...
I'm not going to back down for this.
Yeah.
And if you want good scented candles, Peter Alexander. And while you're there,
Really?
get some jammies too.
Okay.
Yep.
Hang on. Peter Alexander
Who sells jammies?
has the best candles.
The best smelling candles.
Go figure.
Hmm.
Righto.
So we had Stuart on the pod a couple of weeks ago. Stuart was the florist, and I think from memory was in Gawler in South Australia.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Now, Stuart has said, hey, boys, we sell candles in the florist shop as well. Ox, we're a safe haven for the pair of you boys.
And
there's
so you can buy the
always,
flowers,
Guys,
I'll buy the candles.
This is a good shop.
and there's always a few beers in the cool room.
Oh,
We're coming over there.
what's the name of the shop? We need a new sponsor. That'd be perfect.
Yeah, I can't remember, but I know it's in Gawler.
It's called Flanders.
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 Ox, you're banging on about your turkey tip from your hairdresser about getting hair done in Turkey.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. I thought you were talking about a turkey-looking
Yeah.
hairstyle. No, you can go get the plugs or the implants in
Yeah.
Turkey, yes.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't phrase that well at all.
Yeah, no, you didn't.
Reg has written in, hey, Ox, my best mate must go to the same hairdresser in Airport West as you because he's talking about going to Turkey to get the same thing next year.
There you go.
There you go.
It's getting around.
I'd love to see a before and after.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd really like to see.
Ask Tom, he'll show you.
All right, well, yeah.
Tom Morrison.
Tom Morrison. Please don't do it to him. You've just outed the kid.
Jeez.
His before and after is excellent, though.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, excellent.
He looked like Kojak and now he looks like Vinny Cottagio. It's unbelievable.
Oh, gosh. Adam McKenzie's written in saying, hey, boys, love the podcast. Massively missed finishing a day listening to you guys on SEN. You made work bearable. Who does that SEN show now? by the way?
Andy and Andy.
Andy and Andy.
Good show.
Jesus,
I saw
improved.
Andrew, I saw
Going well.
Andrew Gaze last night.
Did you? Whereabouts?
Basketball, believe it or not.
What a surprise.
Yeah, he's coaching an NBL one boys side.
Is he?
Side, yeah. He's coaching again.
Jeez, he's doing a lot.
He's busy.
He's a busy
very
man.
busy man. Good bloke.
And he goes on to say, now I get you guys back anytime I want, and I get even more with Talk Birdie to me.
Here we go.
Oh, what's that about?
I'm going to smash
I
it.
missed it.
It's the number one golf
hey.
podcast in the country.
Okay, while we're talking about number one podcast, can I just give everybody a little tip here?
Yeah,
now, I don't
please.
want to steer them away from our podcast. Of
course not.
But this is a community service that needs to be given.
Yeah, okay.
There's a podcast called The Garden of Eden.
Never heard of it.
Okay, so do yourself
Is
a
it
favour.
religious?
No, it's a crime. It's a story about a family in Tasmania.
You love crime, don't you?
No, but this is a good one. It's sad, but it's it just shows what people power can do.
The Garden
and
of
it's
Eden.
currently happening right now. So Garden of Eden. So
Righto.
listen to it. It's worth a listen.
Okay.
It's about 13 episodes.
Good tip. Jason has said, boys, love the longer podcasts lately, the longer episodes.
Yeah.
It's an absolute joy driving home from work on a Wednesday, which is saying something with city traffic.
Geez, you must be busy. Works one day a week.
I can say without hesitation that your podcast is civil unselfishness.
That's nice of
there
you
we
to
go.
say.
I'll see what he's done there.
That's nice.
Another comment here. By the way, guys, crinkle cut salt and vinegar Smiths are better than every other chip. Pringles are rubbish.
Yeah, they are rubbish.
I accidentally tip them over when the wife has them, so the dog eats them.
Yeah. Cardboard garbage.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were talking about one of you guys about Frasier the other day. I forget who it
Yeah,
was.
Ox loves
Yeah,
Fraser.
I like Fraser.
Yeah, I do too. It's great. Legend of Sunshine, regular commenter. It's okay, the new Frasier this is,
Yep.
Yeah.
but I'm missing Niles, Martin and Daphne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
Niles-
true.
Niles plays a very good role.
Just quiz question. Well, I've got you all. The Simpsons, Frasier, what's his name? The guy who plays Frasier?
Kelsey Grammer.
Kelsey Grammer. Does the voice...
Sideshow Bob.
Thank you. Sideshow Bob just got axed. No more.
What?
No more. Yeah. Got killed off.
Why?
Don't know. I've stopped watching it.
Clowning around.
Jeez. Hey, you stopped doing your whole I'm listening thing, by the way.
Sorry?
You stopped doing your whole I'm listening thing.
Yeah, good.
Oh, yeah.
Remember you doing that for a while there?
Yeah,
I'm listening.
I'm listening.
Patricia's written in, hey guys, as an aficionado of Amiga watches, I was devastated to hear the story of your fake watch, Marko.
Oh, don't tell me she's going to give you an Amiga watch.
You should follow up with the tournament officials and try to get retribution.
I've done that. I actually called the West Australian Golf Association.
Did they know who you were?
Yeah, they said, "Oh, Mark Allen, 99 Australian."
record. Good. Oh, yeah,
99
course
West Australian
record,
runner-up.
That's right. Course
No, they
record
said
at
who?
Lake Carrying Up.
Yeah, I just asked if
How'd you go?
Well, I asked if the man in charge was in charge in 1999, and they said no. He's only been around for 3 years.
Well, you know what you got to say? Well, guess what? Because buckle in, we're in for a fight. I want a new watch, and I want it now.
God, I was cut.
Someone had a crack at me, but we don't have that message here.
Oh, really?
I don't know where it is.
Find it.
Oh, yeah.
But they had a crack at me because apparently, well, not apparently, I did. I said Lake Carryup, and they said there's no Y in.
Carrying up.
It's Carryup.
Carrying up.
So,
Is that spelt with a Y?
Carrying up.
It's a silent Y.
See, I hate that.
You hate
Why
the
they're
English language.
I hate the English language more than any other language. It's my worst language.
I know you have trouble with it.
It's disgusting. Whoever invented the way we spell should be shot.
Yep.
It's a disgrace.
Yeah, that
It's
is
a
weird.
disgrace. Hey, do you know? Okay, just
We've
I'll
got
just
a word.
give you one.
We've got a word in our language
Yeah.
that means the complete opposite, spelt the same, two different meanings.
What's that?
Resign.
Resign and resign.
Oh, yes.
That's exactly right.
So resign means to go again,
Yeah.
and resign means to stop.
That's right.
Same word, same spelling, two different meanings.
It's a joke.
That is ridiculous.
What about the word phonetically is not spelt phonetically?
No, it's not.
Come on! Who's in charge?
And who came up with phlegm? Phlegm should be spelled F-L-E-M.
What's it spelled?
P-H-E-L-G.
Yeah, it's a joke.
What about this one? What about the length of the word abbreviate?
Yes, it's a
Yeah.
disgrace.
Yeah.
Why is it so long?
Stupid.
Too long. All right, last bit of feedback. This is from our medical corner here. Andrew Lead has written in, hey, Ox, a few episodes ago you mentioned cold sores.
Yes.
This is a while ago now. Forget Zavirax. It's like shutting the gate after the horse has bolted. Just take lysine tablets every couple of days.
I've heard about this.
A few extra if you've been run down. You won't ever get one. And if you do get one, a couple of tabs a day, and it doesn't ever get past a lump, go D's.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
Lysine.
I get about one a year, and it's only when I'm really
Run down.
burning the candle at both ends.
Oh, really?
Not good. Excuse me.
You sound like you need a lysine.
I've just burped the Cooper's up.
Well, that is the feedback for this week, guys.
Thank you, third man.
Right, it's time to spin the wheel.
What is it?
Oh, my God. A body odour joke. A BO joke.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
All right, let's dig
incredible-
deep.
Right.
Deep.
Well, what have you got?
I'm not sure if you know this, Marko, but I accidentally sprayed deodorant into my mouth.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. Now when I talk, I get this weird accent.
Oh, my God.
Accent? Scent?
I don't even.
Scent.
Oh, right.
Scent there.
I didn't even get
Accent.
it. That's a terrible joke.
Not bad.
Can we accept that one or not?
Yeah, go on. Dig deeper.
Okay. All right. What did the judge say when the lawyer farted?
When the lawyer farted, I don't know.
Odour.
Yeah, not bad.
It's better.
Yeah, not bad. Righto, I'll see you next week.
Will do.
Thanks for listening to Ox and Marko and being part of the Couple of Blokes, Couple of Beers family. We always love you getting involved, so follow us on social media, let us know any comments or thoughts you have, and leave a voicemail anytime on the website, coupleofblokescoupleofbeers.com. Thanks to the team at E&S Trading, they are fantastic, and their new clearance centre in Melbourne on Dandenong Road, Clayton, right opposite IKEA, is absolutely next level. Definitely worth checking out. Couple of Blokes, Couple of Beers, executive producer is Dan Bradley at Kaizen Media, and sound design by Darryl Misson at loudzebra.com.